What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of Everything FPV. Today, we made internet history, and I'm just going to wait till some of you guys get into the live chat and some of you guys start getting into the stream here. We're just waiting for it to load, and hopefully it's connected with YouTube at this point. I have it connected through my software. Hopefully you guys start piling in here. It's Saturday today, and it seems like a whirlwind because every day I've been producing so much new content and so much new media. So really cool to see that the Instagram is doing well. The TikTok is also doing really awesome. And now we sold our first NFT. So that's all super exciting. What's up, guys? Welcome into the live chat. Welcome, Robert. Welcome, Board. Good to see you again. Howdy, Michael. Welcome back, bro. What's up, Mike Films? FPV Rescue. How's it going? The best. I like that one. Nice. And so, we've been doing some wild stuff this week. We released the world's first drone NFT. And I got to make some comments on that. It's kind of the theme of today's podcast. Really, I'm all about innovation, and drones, to me, one of the most innovative pieces of technology probably in the past decade would arguably be the multi-rotor. Now, originally we called them multi-rotors, I know, but then again, the military called these things drones all the way back to the 1920s, so it doesn't make a giant difference what you decide to call it. It used to be a debate. Now it's not. Everybody calls them drones. This one became number 2 in Drone Camp's Friends NFT collection. This is a physical NFT, and that's a non-fungible token. Very interesting because the only way that you can buy this is with crypto. And I'm not a huge crypto addict, or I haven't even invested in it. I bypassed Bitcoin years ago, and now I'm kicking myself for it because I'm one of those guys that has basically lived on the internet for the past 30 years of my life. So I've been on there for a really long time. I understand, like, all the way back to BBS bulletin boards. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's kind of dating myself right there. I was pre-Napster. I was around when Bitcoin first started coming up and kind of being controversial. And I wish that I had 100 Bitcoin now, because I'd be living in a house on the ocean somewhere. So this Mark V right here went up for sale about 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't really pushed it too much, so it kind of sat there, and we did a video explaining what NFTs are to you guys. And once you kind of understood the concept, there are people out there amongst you and subscribers who already have a crypto wallet. So once you have a crypto wallet, you can purchase things with crypto. And this one, I decided not to do PayPal. I decided to create the Drone Camp's collector card for it. So I photographed it, and this is my light board right here that I use to photograph it. I will either use my iPhone, or I do have a DSLR that I take pictures with. But that's pretty cool. So this one at 0.1 Ethereum, the price on that, let me see if I can pull that up. That was a pretty good deal. So the US price on 0.1 Ethereum is $274. I mean, that's below the price of this quad. This quad retails for around over 500 with the air module in there. So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich here. If I was trying to get rich, I'd mark this thing up to $2,000 and jump on that like NFT bandwagon of like inflated prices. But I'm not doing that. I'm trying to give deals the same way on the channel that I have for years. Like, I have this stuff. I don't need it. I want you guys to fly it. So I want you to feel like you got a deal. I'm not trying to like rip you off. I'm just trying to give you another way to buy something that gives value to what I send you. So the buyer of this one lives in Mexico, and it's going to cost about around $22 to $38 to ship this to him. And he's already PayPal'd me the shipping, so I'm going to go ahead and send this out on Monday. And I mean, if you've never heard of NFTs and you're saying, Justin, what the hell are you talking about? An NFT is a non-fungible token. So it means that it's created on a digital letter of authenticity. How the hell do you say that? Authenticity. God, that's a word that always gets in my brain. Once you have that letter of authenticity in a digital format, it becomes yours once you unlock that purchase on the blockchain. Crazy, I know, but that's the way it works. So Victor, who purchased this, now owns this NFT, which is the one that sold for 0.1 Ethereum, and you can see it here. Let me go ahead and bring this up, screen share it with you guys. This is just so cool to me because it's another form of innovation. I mean, this is the NFT collector card right here. This is 0002 out of who knows how many. And the new card is also coming out today. Since we sold this one yesterday, I figured why not make an even better NFT card for the next one. I was going to do something smaller and more affordable, but I honestly wanted to do something a little bit better this time. And I will let you guys see that in a minute. When I look through some of the chat here, let me go back to the chat and answer some questions. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please let me know about that. Yeah, hopefully you guys also are ignoring the scammer in the chat all over the YouTube channel. This guy he creates a new profile, takes a screenshot of my face on my own channel, and then he comes in and tries to get you to call him on WhatsApp. Okay, just for the record, I don't use WhatsApp at all. But I'm thinking about downloading it just so I can call this guy because he puts his number out there on YouTube, and I would love to talk to this guy, just to chat with him, see how he's doing, extract his IP, and then send the cops to his door. That's what I'd really like to do. Yeah, James, sorry, bro. That's the future of the world right now. More crap about NFTs. They're giving them away at the Super Bowl. New York Stock Exchange just released like a bunch of the top companies as NFT tradables on the New York Stock Exchange. So yeah, you're probably going to hear about NFTs all over the world, bro. It's everywhere. If you watch the NFL, if you watch any football games right now, the NFL is creating NFTs for every single football team. Originally, they started like a week ago with giving everyone in the Super Bowl who bought a ticket a collector NFT. So that NFT is going in their Coinbase wallet or their crypto wallet or whatever. And if they hold on to that 5 years from now, I have no idea, no earthly idea. Unsub from the channel, bro. Good for you. Peace out, bro. Don't let the door hit you in the ass, man. Anyway, guys, I'm just joking, James. Don't leave, bro. So this one, it's going to get shipped out on Monday. I'm stoked to send it to the guy. And I mean, the PayPal store sold out in like, oh my God, PayPal store sold out in like a couple days time. So, I mean, everyone still wants to buy through PayPal, and that's fine with me. Like, I can take a PayPal payment and we'll ship it to you, 2-day free shipping along with it in the US. Outside the US, no, it's not a point of scam, James. Just chill out, bro. I need a moderator. It's the same exact thing as PayPal. I mean, people used to call PayPal a scam. Now everyone freaking uses PayPal, dude. Get over it, bro. Just breathe. Everybody in the room, James especially, just breathe, bro. You'll be fine. You've even got an NFL icon on your screen, your profile picture. I love it. So anyway, guys. All right, we got a ban. Angle only is like, all right, bye-bye there, angle glitches only. Have a good one, man. You can't spam my chat. Peace out. All right, so he's gone. We're gonna drop off James there. Sorry, James. See you later, dude. So ELRS module or Tyrannus or Zorro? Oh, module for Tyrannus or Zorro. Which one would you like? So if it's for the Tyrannus, I would probably get the Beta FPV 1 watt version. That's what I've been using for ELRS for maybe a couple weeks now, and that one works great. I love how controversial NFTs are. You know what? This same controversy reminds me of like drones when I first started, because every little internet nanny, even people that knew me, were coming up to me in the grocery store like, Justin, you can't fly drones in this town. There's a moratorium on drones. I'm like, there's no moratorium on drones. I'm about to open up a brick and mortar store. What are you, crazy? I'm about to invest $100,000 into this store and the inventory. Let's go. I will see you down the street with my flag flying out by the highway. Drone camps, RC. And a big giant 15-foot sign that we had. So everyone hates new technology. They hate what they don't understand. You know, if you think the New York Stock Exchange is a scam, don't buy New York Stock Exchange. People out there think that the NYSE is a scam. People think that PayPal is a scam. Some people refuse to use PayPal still in 2022. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah, you get, dude, Luis, can I star that comment right there? Luis, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Luis said you actually get a physical drone. So the biggest thing about an NFT, and if you're not super interested in NFTs, you know, feel free to close this podcast if that's going to be somewhat of the theme of the podcast. We're going to talk about other stuff too, though, guys. Luis said, I sell an NFT and you actually get a physical drone. And NFT is just yours to do whatever you want with it. So, yeah, you're not losing anything. You pay 2.5% fee on Rarible.com to use their service. They have to have some type of fee in there. PayPal charges 10%. So sometimes if you want like buyer protection on my PayPal, I get charged 10%. And, you know, with crypto, for me, I'm not an investor. I probably don't want to leave it sitting in my wallet for the next 5 years and watch it go, you know, up and down because the market is liquid. So it, you know, tomorrow, what I sold number 2 collector card for could be worth like, you know, $100. It could drop to $100. You know, I got a little over $200, 0.1 Ethereum, around 270. Okay, so yeah, next week it could be worth 220. So that's why, you know, I don't sell, like, I wouldn't want to sell a big item for Ethereum, because like if I had like a car to sell on Ethereum and I posted it for $15,000, you could do that. But the thing is that if you posted something of big value, tomorrow that $15,000 car might be $10,000, and some guy might pop it for 10 grand, and you lost $5,000. So, I mean, it's risky for me to even post it as an NFT, because what if the whole thing crashes tomorrow and you buy it for $2? Right? I mean, is this getting through to anybody's brain here? Are you guys getting this? Please tell me you're getting this. So, yeah, Luis, you're right, dude. I mean, it's actually more risky for me because the market is volatile. It goes up and down. And in my best interest, I should get the cash out the crypto to my PayPal wallet so that I can actually make a couple $100 off that drone sitting right there. So, who is taking the risk? I mean, you're getting it straight for the value that you see it posted on the page for. I'm the one taking a risk, dude. I am the one. So, yeah, the DJI Mavic Mini is sitting right over there on the end of the table. You can see it right over there, right beside my hat, right there. That's the #1 series of the NFT collector card. And when I give that away, I'm giving away an NFT. I'm going to transfer that to the person who wins it. But you have to make yourself a crypto wallet and let me know your address so I can like transfer that DJI Mavic Mini NFT collect a card to your Coinbase wallet or MetaMask or whatever you use. Yeah, the thing is like people. The thing about NFTs, like I had a friend like message me today, and he's an artist, and he messaged me on Instagram. Really good friend of mine. I won't mention his name, but you know who you are, bro. We used to fly all the time in Oregon. And he's like, man, I'm a painter. Like, I'm going to make my paintings NFTs. And he can do that. He can make his physical painting an NFT. So my thing is I want to create drone photography art with like some cool lighting and like camera angles and all that stuff. So it lets me like take a cool photograph and then turn it into like, I mean, basically like a little digital baseball card of a series of drones. And I think that's freaking awesome to the channel because, I mean, why shouldn't things that have been on the channel be a little collector item? You know what I mean? Even if you crash it and tear it apart, you can still decide to do what you want to do with the NFT. You can still sell it, and the value it's all in the eye of the beholder. So they sold Beeple's they sold Beeple's NFT for 66 million. So someone out there in the world values his JPEG for 66 million. And it's not so much the JPEG, it's the art and exclusively owning the digital letter of authenticity. So that's cool. So you shouldn't, are you, Anika, what are you saying here? Let me see if I can, but short, you'll lose money for sure. Shouldn't sell the crypto, lose money in a short. What do you mean there, bro? I think your English is confusing us. So yeah, I could wait for the crypto to go up a little bit in value, and then I could gain a little bit when I cash out. But who knows? I'm not going to let it sit around forever. I'm not a crypto investor. But I know there's people out there that say HODL, HODL. So thanks for the thumbs down, dude. Welcome to the future. We got two people that don't like the future. We are riding the wave of innovation. Drones are an innovation. And yeah, NFTs and crypto have always been innovative, whether you like it or not. It's decentralized the future of digital credits. It's kind of crazy. And I'm not saying I'm a huge supporter. I'm just educating myself in the last 6 months on how all this works. And I've spent hours trying to figure it out. I really should have bought some Bitcoin 10 freaking years ago. There was a guy who bought a bag of coffee with a single Bitcoin. Now go Google what the current price is on one Bitcoin. That bag of coffee cost that man over like $60,000 or something like that. I mean, an insane amount of money. But that was 10 years ago. So back then it was probably worth like $3. Man, I could have popped like 100 Bitcoin back then, like just for the fun of it. This chat is innovative. Absolutely, dude. I mean, every time I think about it, like I did a couple Instagram posts and I think about like Dr. Dre. For some reason, I think about Dr. Dre when I think about like NFTs and crypto. It's kind of funny. Like it's kind of gangsta in a way. There's people that don't trust it. You know what? 20 years from now, the guys that are doing it right now will be legends that are successful at it right now. Like Dr. Dre was 20 years ago. The dude was investigated by the FBI, like because they thought they were out to get the government with NWA. They weren't out to get the government. They were just out to make money, like everybody in the world. So that's the point. Answer Earthling. How did you decide your NFT prices? Thanks, Luis. I got to make you my moderator, bro. The prices for the drone images. So the prices for the NFTs that I created on Rarible, if we look at this original one, let me go back to screen share here. I keep popping over to my browser and thinking that it's going to switch automatically, but I have to hit a little special button here, which is this one. Okay, so this one right here, to answer your question, 0.1 ETH, what I have to do is I have to use a currency converter. They have like an ETH currency converter, that's Ethereum, and I just figure out here what I want to make USD wise at the current time. And the thing is, this goes up and down. So I try to put it a little higher than I normally would, a tiny bit higher than I would normally would, because I know it's going to go, down. But I try to get a median price of where I want it to be. I mean, this one's actually sold lower than I wanted to sell at. I should have sold that drone, this one right here. I should have sold that for $300 because that's a $500 quad. Now that's still a freaking great deal. That's $200 off. And so I even sold it for cheaper, just to sell the world's first drone NFT. Why not? I mean, getting a deal is not a bad thing. And the guy is going to pay $38 for shipping to Mexico. And if you want to pay the shipping and you live outside the U.S., I'll go to the post office for you, and I'll weigh this drone or the next one, and I'll figure out, what it costs, and you can PayPal me. I don't care. But that's how I come up with I set it about a median price. So it won't be any more expensive than like a typical PayPal drone. If you go on dronecamps.com, you'll see the new drone store. Damn it, I did it again. Let me share the screen for you guys. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea, Earthling. And so, drone camps, and once we go here, oh, look at that cute couple. Let's go enter here to the drone store. Cutest girl in the drone industry, that girl. So right here, scroll down. That's awesome that one sold. I mean, I'm still in shock that one did. But these are all PayPal, and I mean, this one was around $270. I have one that I'm releasing today that's going to be a little more expensive than this one because it's a 6-inch. So it's a super hot 6-inch one that I'm going to put up for grabs on crypto if you have crypto wallet. If not, enjoy the PayPal store. You can grab whatever in the PayPal store. That's $200 for that one. That one's like another Crossfire, and one I think that one's around $280 retail or so. So some pretty good deals in there. I'm still trying to keep stuff at a low price. Like this one is kind of like, this one should have sold already because this one, the X8, this is an 8 motor setup right here. This has 8 motors on it, and it's kind of a unicorn. It's kind of one of a kind. The Axis Flying X8. That one is it is noisy. If you like noisy drones, get this one. It makes a loud noise. So this one sold yesterday. This is the owner now. If you click on his profile and go to his profile, he now owns this NFT. He won the bid at 0.15 ETH, and there's a buy it now price. You can also do an auction, but I don't want to get above a certain price for you guys. You know what I mean? So that one sold. We made history this week, and we got some haters, but you know what? Mostly, I think that people think it's cool that we stay innovative and try to do things that are like ahead of the curve. Because you know what? If you understand what an NFT is at this point, and I don't care whether you saw positive stuff or negative stuff, if you understand what an NFT is at this point, you're ahead of about, I don't know, maybe 90% of the U.S. population. Yeah, Robert. Robert, I don't know how it did either. Uh-oh. I think I'm getting a call from my girlfriend. Yep. Let me answer this real quick, and I'll tell her that I'm live streaming. Hello? 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 Have you been drinking? Oh, so wish I was there. Hold on. Should I put you on speakerphone? We're live streaming right now. I'm in a podcast. So say hi to Rebecca, everybody. Hi to Rebecca from Tahoe, guys. You're beautiful. Thank you. She's telling me congratulations. I haven't talked to her since we sold her NFT yesterday, guys. Yeah, so it sold, and now I'm gonna have the second one. Okay, let me take a poll in the room real quick. What do you guys think? Should she do a polar plunge in Tahoe? 6 girls in Tahoe. Should they all jump in the water? What do you guys think? It's 40 degrees outside. What's the room consensus? Everybody's saying hi. There must be some kind of delay between what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm on my phone on the video. Yeah. You wanna FaceTime me? Okay, I think she's gonna FaceTime us, and she's gonna show us how beautiful Tahoe is. All right. Okay, live stream. Look at that. There she is.
Hi.
There's Queen. That's the Queen.
Look how pretty.
She's gonna show us how beautiful Tahoe is. Look at this.
Can you zoom in? I don't know if I can zoom in.
I can't zoom in, but I'll try to show it.
There's the beauty of Lake Tahoe.
Look at that. So if you ever got to take a mountain vacation in your life, you should go to Tahoe. I was blown away.
Bluebird skies.
Bluebird day on the mountain. So nice.
Can you see the lake out there?
No, it's it's blown out. But I have people saying in the chat, you should jump in the water.
I think it's gonna happen.
You should jump in the water. So this little guy right here, that one's sold. We're shipping that to Mexico on Monday. We got some haters. They don't, support NFTs. They unsubbed, blah blah blah. But it's controversial, like drones were when they first came out. So they're tripping on it. But people were telling me I was a pervert and stuff when I first started selling drones. So
wow, this is an interesting podcast.
Now they're calling you like a scammer if you have an NFT collection or NFTs are a Ponzi scheme or whatever. Who knows? But I wish I was in Tahoe having some beers with you guys.
Yeah, beers. I mean, shit, we skip straight to the cocktails.
Oh, cocktails.
And the other fun things.
Yeah. So you got to ski a lot. I'm super stoked about that. So how do you feel about being on a live stream with 176,000 people?
Nice. How's the puppy?
Puppy's good. She's over there in her bed, right there.
Hi,
Happy. 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 I don't think I showed your phone number to the internet.
Uh-oh.
Guys, did you get her phone number?
Stop that.
If you did, you should text her. She's hot.
All right. Have a good day.
Okay. I will see you later. I had to answer this call, because
I'll send you some pics.
I'm not up to anything, odd or strange. Just podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save the odd or strange stuff for later. All right. Call me later.
Okay.
Okay. Tell all the girls I said hi.
I will.
Okay. Cheers.
Tell all the boys I said hi.
I will. Talk to you later.
And the ladies as well.
And the lady. I don't think we have any ladies in this room. This is like 100%.
A few good ones.
This is a big sausage party here.
Well, you guys enjoy that.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, babe. Bye. Well, that was a thing. I've never done that before in the live stream. So, yeah, I have nothing to hide. I'll even take a FaceTime call during a live stream with you guys. I have nothing to hide. So, yeah, let's go ahead and show you number 3. So number 1, collector card is being given away on the channel. So that one is the DJI Mavic Mini. You make a comment on this video, blah, blah, blah. Don't talk to the WhatsApp guy. He's not me. He takes a screenshot of my face. You get entered to win the DJI Mavic Mini and the NFT. So like Luis said earlier, Luis, you're funny, bro. Like Luis said earlier, it's cool. You get a drone and an NFT. How could you go wrong? I mean, even if you never sell the NFT you're not paying any extra for. It's basically free. Okay? The price is around the average of what you'd pay in PayPal. And if you're in the US, you still get free shipping. How is that a scam? Who cares? Burn the NFT for all I care. All I want to do is ship you the drone. And I will be honest about wanting to sell you a drone. Do I want to sell you a drone? Of course I do. Do I want to sell you a t-shirt? Absolutely. I mean, man, it's what I do. It's my full-time job. I got to be straight up honest, like Northeast style honest about, everything. It's my job. Why wouldn't I want to? So let me go ahead and show you guys number 3 in the drone NFT collection. All right, I like that. 20 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up on the podcast if you're enjoying this one. We got 3 people that are upset. The Wansers. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I was just listening to something this morning in the shower about haters of social media people. Really interesting concepts there, like people that are like going out of their way to make a rude or make a comment about how someone like tucks ears inside the hat, or like the reason I do that is my damn head is too small. Okay, if I put them outside my hat, check out my ears. My head is too small this way and this way. Do you see that? That looks ridiculous. Okay, I mean either way, I might look ridiculous. I don't know. I got a small head. I wanted to say foul word, but I can't. Then I won't be able to monetize this video. I don't know. Can you cuss in a podcast? Am I allowed to drop an F-bomb? Do we have any kids in the room? Let me drop this third NFT. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? Give me a drum roll. Give me some kind of drum roll. That's a terrible drum roll, Justin. Jesus. We need a double bass. I like double bass. Yeah, they're sad people, dude. They're sad. The haters are sad. Okay, so this was the guy that bought the original one, yeah. And now another world premiere of the new NFT from Drone Camps. Oh, you guys are going to fucking love this one, okay? This is number 3 right here. It's the Nazgul F6X. That is the next collectible card. I think this drone is badass. It is HD, 6-inch props, the original air module, the original camera, 6S motors, freaking GPS on the back. Dude, this thing is loaded. LEDs down the side. And this one is selling for 0.16 ETH. That's Ethereum. And that's around $428. We'll go to the ETH conversion screen right here. I'll add a 0.6 in there and 438. That's the price as of today. Tomorrow it could be 125. It could be 150 or 400. I mean 100, 425. It could be 415. It could be 400. It could be 350. Who knows? That is the way that the market fluctuates. That's called liquidity. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And that's what the stock exchange does. And that's why a friend of mine's like, dude, don't sell a retail item for crypto, because someone could buy it for 25 cents. And that's the risk, I guess. That's why, like, high risk stock is a high risk stock, but it might be more profitable than a low risk, long run, stable stock. I don't know crap about stocks. I don't actually own a single stock. That's some news for you. I don't think the stock exchange is a scam. I just don't understand it. And when I don't fully understand something, I'm not going to put $100,000 in there because I am afraid to lose. I'm a cautious investor. And by the way, this is not financial advice. I have to say that for FCC's sake. That's my disclaimer. Yeah, if you're just coming in the chat, dudes, give me a thumbs up on the podcast. Hopefully you kind of learned something when I posted that this drone is an NFT video on yesterday. It's doing pretty good. People are watching it. This is number 3. I mean, this baby is freaking sweet. Okay? This one, bro. Yo, Michael, are you telling me to post this one in the drone store? There's a link in the drone store to my Rarible profile. So give me a thumbs up if you like this drone. Let's see some iFlight love. 6S with crossfire and GPS. You can move this little GPS unit up and down. The cable's long enough that you can move it up and down, which is cool. You can unplug it and not fly with GPS. But yeah. Thanks, Mr. Raymond. I appreciate that. He said, awesome project. You know what? I knew that. Okay. So here's the thing about this project. Everything is like reversed on this screen for me. It's odd. So here's the thing about this project. I launched this project 2 ways. I opened up the drone store with 90% PayPal. Okay. The other 10% is a couple NFTs at a time. I'm not releasing a collection of like a drone store only through crypto purchase. That would kind of be even more controversial. I mean, and that would be stupid because 90% of you guys don't want to buy a drone with crypto, and I understand that. That's fine. I sold more drones on PayPal and got way less shit about it than if I had opened up the whole thing in crypto. So I talked to a bunch of people before, I launched the drone store back open to the subscribers. No, dude, this is not analog. This is DJI. This is a Vista in the very back, and it has side plates on it. There is a USB port here for the Vista and a little spot there to get to the bind plug right there, bind button. And then over here is where the F7 port is. So it's F7 flight controller. I think it was like 60 amp ESCs, and the motors are 2506 1500 Zings. These are some hot motors, and they're beastie. Look how big these are. 6S motors, full anodized aluminum, hollow core shaft all the way through to the bottom. Nice thick coil stators, TPU mounts on the bottom, protect the LEDs coming down the bottom of the arms. They also lights up on the bottom with the iFlight logo as well. Super cool. It's funny because my girlfriend called right in the middle of the podcast, and I had a feeling that might happen. But check out the LEDs down the side. Boom. That's number 3, you guys. Come on, let's get excited about this. I want to see a few more likes. I want to see a few more likes for something that I knew would be slightly controversial to some, but be super cool to other people. So I knew that the majority of you guys would like it, and there wouldn't be too many haters. If we get a few, flies dropping off here and there, who cares? For the majority of things, I think most of you guys will like it. Yeah, it is beautiful, man. It is a beautiful quad. And so is this one, the Mark V. I mean, these 2 companies right here, Gap RC, if you ask me, Justin, which drone should I buy? Should I, 5 or 6 inch? That's up to you. Which company should I buy? These 2. And you notice that both these drones are still in perfect condition. This one has a little bit of dirt on it from landing in Oregon. It's dirt everywhere. But this one, no dirt. I mean, this thing looks like it came out of the box. It's perfect. It has a GoPro mount up front. It does have that angled XT60 in the back, which I'm a hater of. I wish it went vertical. But hey, there's another drone sitting over here that's a prototype that I got last week that I'm going to review maybe tomorrow. maybe the next day, something new coming from HGLRC. And that one has the same kind of mount in the back, but I'm pretty sure that they listened to our videos, or the reviewers. We all pretty much said we like this to go straight up and down. This should be going straight up. It should be a vertical. Not, why would they angle it to the back? I mean, what the hell is that? Oh, bro. It acros, bro. It acros. For sure, this thing acros. But does it power loop? But does it fly Betaflight 4.3? No, I don't believe. You have to update it. But look at those props. Those are nice props, right? Those are nice new, I believe these are HQs. It's hard to see. My eyes are getting old, you guys. I can't see. I think it's a gym fan. What the hell? I can't see. HQs. I'm right. I mean, I could just look at a prop and tell you what company it is. So this has a nice thin cord right here, an extra thin cord. And for years in long-range FPV, this is kind of a long-range FPV quad, or medium range in my opinion, but most guys would consider it long, but I'm medium. They used to have much wider cord in the middle, and so you get a lot more power on the throttle, but you would have a lot of battery sag. So the point of flying at distance with a good flight time is to have a nice thin, easy prop. And you know what? A lot of guys don't even use tri-blades on medium and long range drones. They use bi-blade because they're just a little faster and a little more efficient in a straight line. And that's how most of these quads are fly. But I have freestyled this one. This one can freestyle. It can power loop. It can Matty loop. I don't know why in the hell you'd ever want to Matty loop this. If you crash it in the ground, that would be a sad day. But it's durable. And there she is, number 3 on the block. I also have, and before I forget, I wanted to show you guys, and we're going to get an update for the drone store. And these are the next guys that are going in the drone store. So I'm going to share with you guys when the store is updated. So what happens when I update the store, you guys go to dronecamps.com, click on the drone store, and you refresh that page. Not the main page, the drone store page. And then you'll see the new items showing up after I tell you about an update. So HGLRC KT is going on there. This one has Crossfire Nano on here, and it's an analog one. I'm also going to put up my favorite little Smart 16 from GEP-RC. This one's going up. Comes with the 2 batteries. It's a 2S little mini micro ripper. I know it's not a whoop. I called it a whoop, but get over it. And it's got little bi-blade props on there. Super fun little quad. That one is one of my... I almost want to keep that one just for the archives. Also, something from Diatone here. This is a Roma, one of the F4s. This one's freaking hot as well. This one has a Cadex on there. Where's that? I can't even tell what the hell that is. But this one has a little trapdoor on the side. It has a 20 by 20 flight controller. It's an AIO flight controller with the FC and the ESCs built into one. You can see that little trapdoor comes on and off. This just pops on. You kind of snap it back on, but that's cool for protecting your flight controller and everything, because there's a lot of space inside this quad. You could add a Vista back here if you wanted to upgrade this to HD. So guys that want to know about that. And they also have a vertical, more of a vertical XT60 mount in the back, and a little Mamba antenna off the back. TPU mount back here. And this one, I don't see a receiver on this one. And that's the thing about Diatone. They never send me receivers on things, so I end up having to put like an XM Plus on there. So this one had an XM Plus, now it doesn't. But I believe it also has extra wires on here for powering whatever action camera. If you want to put like a D-Case GoPro in here, there's like a 5-volt or 12-volt set of wires coming off the flight controller as well. So that one's going up. And the next and final one I have going up, hopefully by today or tomorrow, will be the HGLRC Race Whoop. So this thing, I didn't destroy it. I did tumble it across the ground. I did clean it up a little bit, and she still looks brand new. And she was fast and furious and fun, and probably going to be more durable than most of the other Cinewhoops out there. I've broken some Cinewhoop arms, but this thing is a tank. It is a true tank. Yeah, guys, keep the thumbs up coming. Let's bury those haters. If you haven't thumbs up the video yet, please do. But this one has the USB port on the very top, which is kind of interesting. It's a flush mount right there. Carbon top plate, carbon bottom plate, 20 by 20. Looks like an AIO, I believe. I don't believe it's a stack. And it should be the HDLRC Zeus in there that goes up to 400 milliwatt. And we've got a kind of actually we have full-size GoPro mount up front, so that's cool. And it's got a good angle on the front TPU mount here. But yeah, that's what's going up tomorrow. So let's do some like open chat Q&A real quick, if you guys want to. Yeah, the Roma's nice, dude. I like the Roma series. My problem is I like them all. Yeah, keep those thumbs up coming. Let's bury those haters. Respect, right? That's what it's all about. I wear this shirt sometimes in the podcast because I respect all of you guys, even the haters. I respect the sad people too, and I shouldn't even call them sad because that's their problem. But hopefully they feel better and they come back and hang out with us because I always bring like positive vibes to the channel. I mean, during the week too, like I'm thinking about ways that I can like help you guys promote your own YouTube channel. Like with that video last week, I had a business talk and like talked about YouTube, and it's the same exact thing with NFTs. Like I could never sell a single NFT if I didn't already have some kind of community. And that's what I was telling my friend over our Instagram chat this morning. He's like, dude, I want to sell my paintings. And I'm like, you could probably sell your paintings, take a photo of your painting and put it up as a physical NFT. But the problem is that the first problem, it's not your art. Your art could be fantastic. You could be a Picasso, the next Picasso living in Gresham. And if you don't have a following already, that's the first thing you need to start on. You need to start your Discord, number one. If you want to sell NFTs or anything else, you got to start your Discord, your Instagram, Twitter. I know some people don't like Twitter, but you have to do all the social medias, all of them. And you have to come up with good content. That's the thing, good content people want to watch. Yeah, number one, you have to sort of perform a service. So that's what we've done on the channel over the years: tutorials, build videos, radio master tutorials where I help people bind ELRS now. I don't even know how many hours of tech support I've ever done, and I've been doing it so long that I did tech support basically for free for DJI back in 2014. I did so much tech support for DJI when DJI was hot that there goes another hater, you little bitch ass. I did so much support for DJI that, listen to this is crazy. DJI was telling people to call my store number and get a firmware update tech support because they didn't want to sit on the phone as long as it took to do a firmware update on a Phantom, the Phantom 2 and the Phantom 1s. It takes a while on the phone when you're talking to a guy who doesn't know what a driver is. Cliff, thank you for your opinion, bro. Good or bad or negative or positive, thank you for all your opinions. Appreciate that. Hey, that's right, buddy. You build it, and they will come. Those who support you will come and support you. Those that don't, they just drop into your podcast to give you a thumbs down. What's the point? What's the point? Like, I don't like, I don't go on YouTube and like find somebody that I don't like and then go give them a thumbs down on their podcast. What would be the point of that? That's ridiculous. Why would I even waste my time being there? Right? Like positive energy, bro. Only positive energy. That's all we want. Because you know what? This is fun. The hobby is so much fun. And that's why I got respect for everybody. Even the haters, because the psychology is there for you guys, man. If you need some help, bros, I mean, you know, therapy is it works wonders, bros. It works wonders. Look at that. We almost got 50 thumbs up. Let's go ahead and 50 that to Ford. It's always such a low percentage of haters. I don't even know what these people are doing here. But yeah. So in other news, the Portland Trailblazers won a game the other night. That might be why I'm wearing the shirt to celebrate. This is a Trailblazer shirt. You never win. But speaking of NFTs, I graduated from the Savannah College of Art and Design in 1998. I know I'm kind of like dating myself there, but I have a bachelor's degree in video production, video and graphic design, double major, and then I have a minor in art history. And I also did a lot of classes in psychology. That's what I know about the haters. So I graduated from that school, and I went to art school because I've always been an artist. And I talked about recently about like kind of like in that YouTube broadcast, like all the people when I was growing up that, man, it was different back in the 80s. If you said, I want to be an artist when I grow up, people laughed at your ass. Like I got laughed at on the bus by other kids. Like there was this, I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, and there was this one kid on the bus. And man, I'm sitting with my headphones on, listening to the Soup Dragons. I still remember what I was listening to, or Ned's Atomic Dustbin, one of the two. Pretty sure it's Soup Dragons. And this dude is like, "Why you drawing?" Like taps me on top of my head, you know, take my headphones off. And I just, you know, just making some art. He's like, "What for?" I'm like, "Because I like to draw, man. I like to make art." And he's like, "That's not going to do anything for you. Not going to get very far in life making pencil drawings." And I'm like, I'll be fine, dude. I'll be fine. I'm going to make art, and that's going to be my job." He's like, "Dude, you're going to be homeless, and you're not going to have any money." Do I look homeless now? But I trusted myself. And I knew that I loved art so much. And I didn't apply to any other schools. I was like, I don't even know where the hell I'm going. I mean, I was going to go to like Atlanta Art Institute for like 2 years or something, just a temporary program, and then just go move wherever and skate and surf. And I mean, I didn't care, man. I had a sketchbook. I was happy on the basic. I didn't need a BMW. I didn't want to be Jay-Z. I suck at singing, and I was not a rapper. So I was going to work at a coffee shop or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know what I was going to do. So someone introduced SCAD to me, and then I just applied for it and sent them a whole portfolio. I sent them the sob letter about where I came from. I came from a small town. Got an opportunity to go to Raleigh, North Carolina. I went, and I was like, "Hey, this is my portfolio. I'd love to go to school. I need federal assistance and all this other stuff." And so they accepted me, and I got in. Man, a small town kid from Hatteras, North Carolina. I'll go all the way to Savannah, Georgia. And I was lucky. I'm a statistic that shouldn't have happened. I didn't have a dad around. My dad left me and my mom when I was like 2 years old. And that's a story I can't really talk about online, but it was not good. But I forgave my dad. I forgive him all the way to the bottom of my heart to my feet. Like, I forgive him for not being there. But sometimes it's hard, like thinking back. And that's one of the reasons why I love RC so much, because like he sent me this airplane, and man, and my dad, like, he really, like, even though he wasn't there, he did do a lot to like help me change the direction of my life. He's the one that got me into virtual merchandising. He's the one that got me into flying RC airplanes. Even though he wasn't there to teach me how to fly that plane, he sent me one Christmas. He sent me a giant box. It was like a 6 foot plywood crate that came to my house. Like UPS had to take 2 guys to get it off the truck, and it was this custom built, like, I don't know, $1,000 custom built 8 foot wingspan glider with a Futaba computer radio. I mean, this is back in like 1987 or 88. That thing hung in my bedroom for like a couple years, and I would lay in my bed every night and I would look up at that plane, and I just dreamed about flying that plane. Like, I dreamed about it. Like, and I had no way to get that thing in the air. I knew as soon as I tried to put it in the air, it was going to be garbage. And I didn't have much stuff from my dad, so I fucking cherished that plane. And it ended up, crashing the sand dunes. And I met this guy across the street who was a surfer, and he was like 24, 25. He worked at the surf shop. And I went to get like sex wax one day because I was surfing, and he was like, "Hey man, I heard you have an RC airplane." I'm like, "Yeah, I got an RC airplane. I got an 8 foot glider hanging in my bedroom." Like, yeah. And he's like, "You want to fly it?" And I was like, "Wait, seriously?" I mean, I'm a little kid, right? I'm like 13 or 11 or so, 12, or I don't know. And he's like, I'll help you fly it." Man, I about had tears in my eyes, man. I'm serious. Just about had tears in my eyes. Like, he, yeah, they did. They made computer radios. Futaba's the original OG, most popular radio in the world for many, many years. And so he took me out. I had this huge bungee. We launched that glider up there, man, and he took the sticks, and I was addicted. And this one guy, Eddie Gray, he might have been related to me somewhere down the line because my mom's a Gray. So like, we flew this plane, man. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous, just glimmering across the sky. This huge thing. Like, I couldn't believe how big it was. We ended up crashing it. It broke into several pieces. But Eddie was smart, and he had an iron, and he had monocoat, and he helped me fix it. We got it kind of back together, and it would fly again. But I kind of moved on to like doing nitro planes. I had some foamy called an Easy Bee, and that was fun. But the Easy Bee had its own death too. So like everything has an expiration date in RC, and that's what I learned like really young. But yeah, the Cox Easy Bee. Look that up on eBay. They still sell those things. I bought one on eBay like years ago, and I have it in my garage. I'm gonna build it for you guys one day. I almost feel like I should put an FPV tower on that thing. I mean, it has a Cox 049 engine on there, and it has a spring on it. So you start that fucker up, and then she runs wide open the whole time until there's no more gas left. So you have to tune the needle behind the propeller, get back behind the propeller without chopping your finger off, and adjust the valve until it's just right. And you hear that baby's screaming, but not too hot, not too lean. And that's the trick on nitro engines. My favorite thing before any battery bullshit was tuning those nitro engines. Like, and I could hear if someone's plane went off the end of the runway at the RC field, like out in Greenville where I used to fly, drive 2 or 3 hours to get there. I could tell when that plane was going to, I could tell it was about to dead stick. I'm like, your plane sounds weird. 2 seconds later, I mean, I could hear the idle. I could hear the idle just sitting on the ground. That bop 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 bop. If that idle was off, I could tell I had a really good sense of nitro engines. But I never did nitro cars. Never got into that. But I love those planes. I moved on to helis later. I started putting cameras on airplanes, and I had built gimbals from gutter pipe from Home Depot and put Sony CyberShot inside this piece of gutter pipe with a bunch of wiring and like a freaking huge stand on the bottom of this T-Rex 600 helicopter. I used to fly that at the AMA events and make aerial videos, aerial documentation of the event from the air. So I was the only guy putting cameras on stuff back in like 2000, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 or some shit. But that's how I got to multi-rotor, because multi-rotors were a stable platform for a camera, right? Most stable platform in the world right now. Getting some text messages from the girlfriend, maybe. Nope, that's Louise. What's up? What's Louise saying? I think Luis has got to be on the podcast, you guys. I've talked about Luis before. He's like another Bardwell, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's our Portland Bardwell. Very smart guy. He says respond to Rob Grove. Just got it at 3:58, so that was. Got several other text messages too, I think. I don't know why my phone was beeping and beeping. Let's see. Let me look back. Let me look back through the chat. I got to respond to this guy. Yeah, and George asked earlier, will I sell my iFlight Mach 5R? I will think about that, and I will let you know, okay? Yeah, what's up? Good evening, Borked. We are all flying fools here, man. RC and good vibes. What it's all about. Instant scammer time, hubba hubba. It says instant scammer time. 100% correct. Thumbs up, my brother. You're my brother too. And yes, things will get watched with useful information. We always have useful information because I don't know it all, but I know a lot. We all bring different things to the table. I will never tell you that I'm a know-it-all. My mom calls me a know-it-all sometimes because I know a lot of shit. But she's right. I am a know-it-all sometimes, but not all the time. It's good that you can admit that you're a know-it-all, though. But I'm not a know-it-all, damn it. Okay. Or do I email you about the 6? Rob, are you talking about the NFT? I'm going to scroll back to the beginning, okay? Oh, he's gone now. He bought one of the NFTs. Let me go back to Rarible real quick. Let's go back to Rarible because I mean we just dropped that one. So let's see. Ooh, Rob, if you're coming back to this podcast and watching it after the fact, you can email it to dronecamps@gmail.com. When you buy an NFT, when you buy this one on Rarible, the way it works is, and I figured this out, I make an unlockable piece of content, and that content is the code. I just make up a random code of a bunch of numbers, and then you send me that random code. I have it documented, and then you send me your shipping address in that same email, and I send it to you. So let's go ahead and screen share real quick. So we're going to go back to, this is the F6X, and let's refresh the page. It says on sale. Now it says not for sale. We may have just sold our second NFT. Whoa, dude. Okay, let's go ahead down here and check out the history. And that's where this right here is pretty much what'll tell you what the history. So Atomic Mouse 20 minutes ago got it for 0.16 ETH, and that is exactly what I wanted. That's 438. So I mean, I could have sold this quad a little bit cheaper, but I like this quad, so I'm not selling it for cheaper. Okay, and that's one. I mean, but it's still a deal. It's not 500 bucks. I should have sold this thing for 500 bucks because it's like mint condition and it's just freaking cool. And they're out of stock. Um, okay, so that's awesome. That's cool. Let me go back to my profile page here. Okay, Drone Camp's Friend Collectibles. Let's scroll down. And it's refreshing the page with my current items here. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the podcast and the innovation behind the channel. And I spent a lot of extra work setting all of this up and just thinking about this day and night. Okay, on sale. I'm gonna click on on sale. I don't know why the internet's crawling right now. Hopefully you guys are not lagging too much. It looks like it's gone. I don't know why it's not loading. I should maybe try another browser. Okay, here we go. Man, the internet's slow. This is a really slow line over my girlfriend's house, by the way, guys. It's like 40 megabytes a second or something. It's like grandma internet over here. Okay, it's not loading. But I did see on the other page that I did have sale activity with Atomic Mouse. So that's awesome. We just sold our second one. So up here, it should give you a notification. So it says sold. Yeah. Cool. And so now he probably owns it. He does own it. And I will ship it out to him. He's going to email me. I'll check my email. I'll just check my email on my phone. He's probably emailed me already. If I paid $400 for something, I'd want to get a response from the creator. I'm going to go ahead and go back. Let's see. I don't have an email from him yet, but it's sold, you guys. That's freaking awesome. That is cool. Okay. Thank you, Luis, for texting me. All right, there's Rob in the chat right there. Sorry, I didn't see the chat there for a second. Dude, thank you. Like, I want to get up and walk around the room. My email is dronecamps@gmail.com. And send me that code. I already know you bought it. And I'll take the props off of it. And I'll ship it to you on Monday. When you send me that email, just send me your physical address. Here, I'll just type it in the chat for you, bro. dronecamps@gmail.com. Send me an email, bro. And this one's yours. So that's pretty freaking awesome. We made history twice in 1 week. And I didn't even get off the live stream before we sold this one sitting on the table. That's the power of a following. But you know what? I spent 8 years working on this channel, proving that I'm consistent, and answering emails, phone calls, tech support. You know, you got to put the time in. If you want to sell NFTs or whatever, my first advice is community. Just make a community around what you have to offer. Whether, like, you know, the cool thing about this is too. We get back into this a little bit. NFTs are essentially anything you find that can be art or something of value. So that can be like MP3, a song that you made. The cool thing is this is going to kind of change change the way bands make money off their music. Now, this is cool because as a creator of this original file, this NFT, you can get a percentage of the sale to the next guy, and it, that sounds like a Ponzi scheme, but in a way, it's giving back to the creator a royalty is what it really is, because you made it originally and you still technically own it, but you're giving the next owner certain rights to use it. So, like, for example, I believe Bored Apes Yacht Club just sold something to an NBA player. And NBA players love shoes. This dude took that Bored Ape that he owned, the NFT. He's allowed to reproduce it. So if you buy my NFT, you can reproduce it. You can put it on a pair of shoes if you want to. This NBA player took the Bored Ape artwork and put it on the side of his shoe, because the Bored Ape Yacht Club is so hot right now that all the celebrities are buying Bored Ape. I mean, the Bored Ape Yacht Club comes in. I want to say the cheapest one, dude. The cheapest Bored Ape NFT might be like, goddamn, like $1,000 or something. No, not $1,000. It's freaking way more than that. Let me open my app, OpenSea. So OpenSea is the most popular marketplace. I don't post on there because they charge huge gas fees, and that means like a creator fee to post a single individual NFT. Rarible does not do that, which is awesome for the creator. Okay, so I'm gonna type in Bored Ape. I wonder what the minimum price for a buy-in on a Bored Ape NFT is called the floor price. And right now the floor price, can you see that? That's 93.9 ETH. What's 93.9 ETH go for? That's freaking crazy. That's like rich boy shit right there. So let's go over to ETH here. Let's type in 93. This is insane. So this is why they've created more collections. This same company has turned into kind of an art production company. That's $257,000 and oh my god, $409. God dog, dudes. That's the floor price on Bored Apes. That's crazy. That's why, some people are so skeptical about NFTs, but like, dude, the art value is in the eye of the beholder. That's right. Rob gets it. It's an NFT contract. What's up, buddy, from Lyndon Stewart from South America? Awesome. Glad you're watching the live stream, bro. Welcome to the chat. Man, yeah, Rob Grove said NFT is a contract. That's absolutely right. It's basically a contract between me, the creator, and the person who buys it. Once you buy it, you own it. And the creator can sell multiple copies of it. They can sell 100 copies of the same NFT and then have 100 owners. And all those owners own the original contract that is allowed by the creator. It gets complicated. My NFTs only allow one owner. Okay? So the difference between my NFTs and maybe someone as popular as Bored Ape is that, in a way, mine are more rare. And that's the thing about NFTs. You want to find one that's kind of like baseball cards. It's rare. It's hard to find. Like back in the day, my favorite card was a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. And they were super rare to get a hold of. I went to a flea market one time up in Virginia, and I was with my grandparents. They were collecting like depression glass, and I was baseball card trading. And I was so into baseball cards. And I walked up to this little stand, and I bought 2 packs of Upper Deck. What do you think those cost me back then? Like, I think they were $10 a pack, and I had $20 cash for my grandma to play with and heckle and buy baseball cards. And that $20 is a lot to me, because once I bought my packs, that was it. That was it. I didn't have extra money to buy any more Donruss or Topps baseball cards. That was it for the day. So I opened those 2 packs. And you know what was in that first pack? Can y'all guess? Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. The guy behind the counter was like, I'll buy that. I was like, not for sale. I opened up that second pack. You guess what was in that second pack? Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. 2 Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. $20. I walked away. And I still have those rookies today. I still have those Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. And I pretty much still have like 2 big boxes full of baseball cards. And that's why, to me, like the idea of collector cards on the internet is just it's a cool idea. It's cool. Whoever came up with it, I wish I came up with it. It's really cool. Yeah, man. I mean, most of my baseball cards from back in those days, there was a documentary about baseball cards, and even baseball cards came around 20, 30 years later. They found out that Upper Deck was creating extra. They were minting. They minted baseball cards. And they were printing extra Ken Griffey Jr. rookies because it was like printing money. Upper Deck was gaming the system. Come on, Upper Deck. My favorite card company in the entire world was gaming the system. There should be a class action lawsuit against Upper Deck, and I should be in it because I still own 2 of those extra minted rookies. Seriously, dude, what the fuck is up with that? So that gets me heated. And maybe 20 years from now, who knows? I mean, maybe the same thing is coming down for NFTs. I mean, shit eventually crashes and burns. Stock market crash and burn. So why couldn't NFTs? I'm skeptical too, man. I'm riding a little tiny wave. I'm not like, some big NFT player like, Bored Apes or whatever. But we have our own little club here, and we can do our own thing. If you destroyed one of them, would it have made the remaining card worth more? I know kids that used to shoot their baseball cards with BB guns. Prop them up on the fence. Depending on which player it was, maybe they didn't like this guy. They would prop that shit up on a fence post and shoot it with a baseball, a BB gun. There were like holes in the thing. We used to shoot everything with BB guns. So I also came up with another concept for some art, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, art and drones on the channel. Isn't that fun? That's fun stuff, right? That's fun. That gets me excited. I'm super stoked on it. I'm so happy that I can bring what I went to school for, and also like a deep understanding of the internet, and bringing all of this together. I mean, the YouTube channel is something that was created like with a scratch piece of paper. I came up with the name Drone Camps. And I've told you guys before, drone camps came from kite camps because I used to teach kiteboarding camps. They were 3-day camps. People would come down on vacation to Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. They paid $1,300, and they'd stand out on the ocean with me one day. Next day, they were in the water riding, and I had a jet ski, and I was teaching them how to kiteboard. And I spent part of my week doing that, and then the other part of my week doing website work and T-shirt designs and kite design, and tons and tons of merch for Real Water Sports. It's one of the biggest kiteboarding companies in the world. They count like the Walmart of kiteboarding. If you look up like Real Water Sports on the internet, you'll see their site's still going strong. They're multimillionaires. Yeah, one day. Okay, this is a good point right here. How long have we been doing this cast? An hour and 19. Okay. I feel like I need something to drink. I feel like Obama after he was talking for like 2 hours. Rob made a good point. Rob understands this shit, okay? One day your house and your car will be an NFT. Yeah. I was talking about this to my girlfriend a couple days ago before she left for Tahoe. I was like, in the future, like a house is going to be an NFT. You're going to be able to trade. You're going to be able to trade NFTs back and forth. That would be real estate properties. So this is going to go to like real estate companies. That's crazy. That's like you play like, I mean, literally, you could be playing like a game of like virtual poker somewhere with somebody and lose your house. Like NFT poker. You know, NFT poker is coming on the internet. It's probably already here. So here's the other thing: for the 5 people that didn't like this particular podcast, I got some news for you. If you think what I'm doing is a scam, you think the rest of the world is scamming you, you need to see this. You need to see this. I'm gonna show the world. I'm gonna show all my guys this right now. Now I bought my first NFT last week, and my first NFT was a racehorse, and apparently you can race this racehorse. Okay, so you know, that's all cool. Am I going to go race it? Probably not. But I could, and that's kind of cool. So a lot of these NFTs have some extra perks. You can race it. You can earn extra bananas on the Bored Apes or whatever. So let me share the screen with you. If you think that it's a scam, then one of the largest entities in FPV right now is releasing their own version of NFTs. I'm not the only one. And there's also other guys who are releasing like video files as an NFT from an FPV drone, like a dive, a freestyle, whatever. That's an NFT. They're going to sell like a 5-second video clip. Depending on who the pilot is, like Mr. Steele could sell a 5-second or even a 1-minute video clip and have them tradable. So DRL is releasing a collection of NFTs that you can buy that will be a virtual race quad. And you can race that NFT and win cryptocurrency. That's crazy. So this is called play to earn. And there are a lot of games out there right now that are play to earn. There's Axis Infinity. And we're going to talk about more of these different play to earn games coming up in the future on the Drone Camps channel, because we're kind of like becoming more than just drones on the channel. It's like all kinds of type internet type stuff happening here, media and otherwise. But and there it is, guys. Like people think, you know, people like thumbs down Drone Camps for doing NFTs and actually giving you basically a free NFT with a drone. DRL is going to allow people to race to earn crypto. What's up, Alan? Welcome to the chat, bro. I like Alan. Alan should be a moderator in here. He's one of my longtime dudes. He is an RC original. But yeah, Smurfs are in, they're doing Smurf collectibles. I mean, it goes on and on. Snoop Dogg is inside this one online metaverse called Sandbox, and if you have $10,000 laying around, this is not financial advice. Buy a freaking piece of virtual land in the Sandbox, because their Alpha 2 game is about to launch in the end of first quarter of 2022, and you know what's going to happen to Sandbox? That's the most popular metaverse crypto game on the internet right now. Yeah, so if you own, like, Snoop Dogg bought a whole bunch of land in Sandbox, and the price of Sandbox land in 2023, they only created so much land. So this is the thing: once it sells out, it's gone. Unless something crazy happens and they're like, here's some more virtual land. But the price value, the base level right now is like $10,000 for a virtual piece of land. And what does that virtual land do for you? It allows you to create content and sell it on the marketplace. So the marketplace is there. If you're a content creator, if you know how to do 3D digital objects like a little flaming pixel sword or whatever, you can sell that for ETH on the marketplace, or whatever crypto you want to take from people once they buy it. But Snoop Dogg's into it. The Smurfs, Atari, all these entities who I feel like are innovative and like to be on the leading edge. Like when I started drone camps, I was on the leading edge of things. 8 years ago, people told me I was a pervert and I was spying on them. Spying in their windows. What? It's ludicrous. I had a black t-shirt on, and black jeans one day, and I had black Doc Martens on, and I was in the grocery store, and these people saw me and they were like, "Oh shit." And they saw this, Drone Camps RC USA on the shirt, and I had my black Drone Camps hat on, and I was blacked out. I was looking pretty stealth. But later on, a friend of mine comes to me in the store. He said, "Hey man, these guys saw you in the grocery store the other day." No, they saw me in a deli. So they saw me in this deli down the street where I was getting a sub from my store for lunch every day. And these dudes, they thought I was with the government. They're like, "Oh yeah, we saw this this government drone guy. There's a government drone guy on the island. What do you think he's doing flying these drones on the island?" That's ridiculous. So people get these crazy ideas in their head and they get really passionate about something until they learn that, oh, that's not reality. Oh, he owns a toy store. I owned a toy store. I sold RC helicopters and airplanes. Drone Camps has always had sort of a kind of a pro-military type look to my brand, because number one, I'm a lifelong fan of U.S. aviation in general. I grew up less than 60 miles away from where Wilbur and Orville Wright did the first flight in Kitty Hawk. I grew up basically right down the street from there, and that's where I went when I was a kid. We had like a little field trip up to Wright Memorial, and they let us off the bus, and we checked out Wright Memorial, and right across the street was Kitty Hawk Kites. And Kitty Hawk Kites, man, I was super into everything that flew. When I was a kid, I used to go down to this little dollar store. Hardware. It was a hardware store. For $1, or maybe even cheaper than $1 back then, I'd buy the little balsa gliders. You guys remember those? Put them together and throw them in the yard. I used to spend hours outside flying balsa airplanes. Loved it. And kids nowadays, they want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix for hours and hours. And Dad, can we watch this one? Hey, can we watch this one? I'm like, man, why don't you go outside and play, man? It's the sun outside, man. Go get your hands dirty. Dig up some earthworms or some shit. Kids nowadays scared of dirt. You know what I mean? So the cool thing about FPV, I think, is it's one of those. I hate to call it a sport. It's one of those things you can do that gets you out of your house. My ethos years ago, I broke up with this girl, and I was kind of a lonely stage in my life, and I was like, shit, what do I do next? I'm living alone. 26, boo-hoo. I remember I had some extra money, and my neighbor bought, he sold a house because he did real estate. And he bought this giant TV. He's like, man, you got to come over and watch my TV. He's a single guy, too. He's like, man, it's a cool TV. I go over there. I'm like, damn. This is like a $5,000 HD TV back in the, late 90s. I was like, man, I'm going to go to Best Buy and get me a TV. And then I stopped myself. I'm like, nope. I'm not buying any shit that makes me stay in the house longer. Something that keeps me in the house, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying a TV. I want to go outside. It's hard to be sad when you're outside. Going outside makes you feel happy. So that's what I try to do. I try to stay doing stuff outdoors and moving around. That's why I quit my desk job, because I couldn't stand there sitting there all day long with my hands on the keys, making videos for other companies, making them rich all day long. Yeah, man. The people believe all kinds of shit. Look at this. Kevin said, I got a star of that comment. He said a neighbor and hated his son because he thought you could see through walls. People are crazy, man. What's wrong with people, man? I swear to God, people like still. I was watching a movie last night with my kids, and like, what was it? It was called like Bigfoot Dad or something. I don't know, something stupid. But it was like one of those 3D cartoons, and it was this Bigfoot dad, and he was trying to stop this oil company in Alaska or somewhere, like, from destroying the environment. And this oil company had like these drones, like running back and forth at the gates, like these little cartoon drones, and they could scan shit and run, and they had like saw blades that would come out and like chase the people. And that's like man, I cringe when I see stuff like that. And the mom was like, the mom made a comment. The mom in the show was like, "Oh, those drones are up to no good." And then she gave like this snide little look, like, "Those drones are up to no good." I mean, come on. That's the kind of like public like sentiment that we're putting out there that I hate. I cringe every time I see that shit on a movie, because every time you say the word drone, somebody thinks some sinister shit, and it's not true. It's not true. Bro, I feel you on that, Theo. I feel you on that. WL Toys, I'm all about cheap fun. I don't care how much something costs. I did the $17 drone video a while back, and I said it could change your life, because it's absolutely true. One little $17 drone that you buy this year, maybe next year you bought a $20,000 octocopter with a red cinema camera on there. Who knows where that first flight experience is going to take you, because it all depends on you, how passionate you are about something. Some people are so passionate about something new that they remortgage their house. That happens all the time. I'm not remortgaging my house on NFTs, but I own my house, so I can't remortgage my house. Yeah, people asking if you put guns on there. They like, I get stupid comments every once in a while. Like, people like, "Man, you ever try to put a flamethrower on that thing?" I'm like, "Man, you ever try to put no fucking flamethrower on this shit? You crazy?" Flamethrower. I'm flamethrower you, man. Damn. Flamethrower. Oh my god. Yo, Louise said, take the dog out. She's a drone camp's mascot. Her name is Happy. And her name is Happy because that's the most important thing in life, is to be happy. And that's all I want for my family and my kids. It means more to me than selling an NFT or like, I would take happiness over success. If I was truly happy, I could give a shit about what car I drive. Like, that happy guy driving down the street in the crappiest car you've ever seen, he's doing good. Because some of us, I'm not happy sometimes. I'm not. Sometimes I just get over it, get past it. You have a better day the next day, right? Like, one day to the next. That's all it is. How life is. But that's what's real. Yo, I appreciate you, Luis. I need to figure out how I can make a moderator. And Rob, dude, Rob, Rob, you just like blew it up for me today. Like, uh, you put a lot of happiness and a lot of love. Like I can't put it into words, man. I'm blown away that it sold already. That means a lot. And making money to me doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That doesn't make me like doesn't make me happy. It makes me feel good and warm in my heart that you find value in what I put out there. But making making money, if you start a business, you should be into it for the passion. And I flew every day for just about 8 years, and there would be days. I mean, this shit is not glamorous. Being a YouTuber that flies RC anything or RC car channel, that shit is not glamorous. I'm telling you, there is a ton of stuff behind the scenes that's going on. Like, I've had some super frustrating days where and it might send me a drone like this thing, $500 drone. I plug it in and the damn thing catches on fire. And you know what happens when something catches on fire that was like a big item or has a problem that won't fly? All the other reviews come out. Best drone ever. And here I am with nothing. I got nothing to show for what I got in the mail. And that's the breaks. That's what happens sometimes. Like, sometimes stuff doesn't work out, and it is not glamorous. You know, Rob, that's an interesting point. Like, Rob's got a lot of insight. Um, you know, dollars, US dollar, I don't know where, but somewhere in the world, it doesn't mean anything. There might be a tribe in Africa somewhere that uses like shells as currency. So, but what you have to understand about currency is like currency, it can only be currency if it's backed by a government. That's what someone recently told me that works for the government said, like, it can only be currency if it's backed by a government of a country. So what I refer crypto to is like a digital credit. It's like virtual currency, but I don't even like to call it currency because I think it's more of like a virtual credit. And that a credit has value with a certain group of people. And it doesn't matter about the people who don't value it. It only matters about the people that do value it, because that is where the value is. The value stays with the people who find it valuable. Okay? Not the people over here, the haters over here. You know, Second Life. I started a company in Second Life 2006, 16 years ago. People told me I was crazy then. That was based on virtual currency. And people couldn't understand what the hell I was doing. They didn't understand it at all. And they didn't understand what a virtual commodity was. And that virtual currency, I could cash out and turn into US dollar. So, yeah, that currency inside that game, to the people that do care, it's worth dollars. And if you care about something, you work on it, you figure out a way that you can earn more of those. And then they translate out to a real paycheck. So I don't really I don't really care about the people over on the other side that don't care about something, or think, you know, those flowers are a scam. Get those flowers off the table. What are those flowers doing there? Flowers are good for nothing. They just sit there and die. You should never spend any money on flowers. It's a rip-off. We like to have new flowers once a week. They die every week? Yes, they do. Did we enjoy them? Absolutely. Yeah, Rob. It's all about the math. It's all about the credits, and finances are just a bunch of credits, which you can buy a chair with. You know. I always said at the end of the day, if I could have enough money to eat a turkey sandwich, I'd be happy. I said that all in my 20s. I had a surfboard and a turkey sandwich and a 2 liter of Coke. I was good. Gas in my truck. I could drive to Florida and go surf, and I didn't care. It was dudes balling out with BMWs and shit. When I was 25 doing the same thing I was doing, graphic design, I think I made like 25 a year or something back then. So I wasn't balling, but I didn't care. I knew eventually I'd be all right. I'd be fine. It would come around. Hey, yeah, that's right, dude. I had a friend of mine, uh, passed away last week. He was in the floor, and his son thought he was sleeping. His son's in like high school or college now, and he thought his dad was taking a nap. And his dad's my age, like mid 40s, and like he touched his dad, and his dad was cold. And that was one of my boys. He was like one of us. Like he was fucking one of us. And he's gone. And my friend in Houma, Louisiana, like Eric, like called me in the middle of the night. It's messed up because like him and I always joke each other. And he calls me up. And he's like, dude. He's like, I'm just laying here. And that's the first thing he said to me. So in my mind, I'm like, he set himself up for that one. So I'm like, what are you doing? Think about jacking? And from boy to boy, that's kind of like a joke between guys, your best friends. Like you wouldn't say that to someone you barely knew, but it was a total fucking joke, okay? And I felt so bad because the next thing he said was, nah, man, Brian died. And I'm like, fuck, no way. Dude, I'm so sorry. And I'm sad that he called me and that, I was still, I shouldn't be sad about it because that's like, that's what we do. Like, this is totally incorrect, piece, not PC, whatever. He'll text me and be like, what up, fag? I mean, that's derogatory as hell, like, but like, you know, he's allowed to call me that if he wants to because he's my homeboy, whatever. It doesn't make me upset, but it's not politically correct either. But he's my dude. I mean, and that would be like if he passed away or something because he grew up with Brian. You know what I mean? Yo, man, take care, Saggy Balls FPV. Good seeing you, bro. Got to star that one, bro. Yo, Saggy's on the spot all the time, so appreciate that, and I appreciate you, Alan. Appreciate all you guys, man. It's so true. You guys got me thinking about that, man. My own morality is like crazy. Yeah, Cool Cat said he's 49. And I realized recently too, like I'm like the age now, like where things can go wrong, like cardiac or whatever, and like it's got me appreciating every single day. Our neighbors over here, like in their like late 60s, and I was mentioning that the other day, like, man, don't worry about your age, like just be there every day. Yeah, it's Cool Cat. Thanks for saying you're sorry about Brian. His last name was Boudreaux. He was a military sniper, loved his country, God, family. He had 2 kids, but yeah, it's just weird, man. Like things can happen. So um, I'm trying to bring a lot of honesty and myself back to the channel too, so that it's like, do I want to sell you guys stuff? If I can be a businessman and be honest, say hell yeah, I want to sell you something. But at the same time, I want you guys to know who you're buying something from. Like the guy I used to buy from at a hobby shop in Virginia Beach. This guy Les, old man owned Debbie's RC World. I spent a lot of money in his shop, and I like to think that we kind of became friends. Like, he'd see me coming in the door, be like, "Oh shit, here comes JD. He's gonna buy another damn T-Rex 700." I probably was, and he was super happy to see me. But I don't even know if Les is still around. I hope he is. But I mentioned in like a little short a while back, like, this is all I have, and like, um, my drone camps channel is what I put like 90% of my work into, and then I have some other business that I do elsewhere. But like, I could, I couldn't just survive on just YouTube alone. Like, so if you're thinking about getting into YouTube, it's taken me 8 years to get to the point where I make something off of it, but not enough to survive. So it's like, it's a struggle to do better. But I think the best way to do better is to be honest with people, and kind of reveal yourself to people that follow you. So I appreciate that, Doug. Thank you. KDRC, we found out that Brian had a heart attack. It's messed up. He was in the military, so I think about taps being played at his funeral, and they played that at my uncle's funeral a while back. He's my great uncle. He was with Patton in World War II in France, and appreciate that, KD. And they played taps at his funeral. Man, when they played taps, like the actual guy from the military standing next to my uncle's grave, my granddaddy's brother, I grew up my whole life with. When they hit that first note, it was like a sonic bullet straight through my heart, went up my throat. My throat swelled up, and tears came flooding out of my eyes as soon as that first note of taps hit, man. Like, burn, 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 like that. What hurts me the most about taps is it's like, it's so final. And in the military, like, the guys get really pissed they're in the military when they're watching a basketball game or something, and then they use a sound effect, like someone misses a shot or something, the opposing team, they're burn, 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 turn, turn, turn. It's disrespectful to play taps outside of an actual military funeral. And people that outside the military might think that's like a little bit being too serious about it, but it's really not. It's specifically to honor servicemen. Man, Morton, something's always off, bro. Something's always off in life, bro. I'm always off. Aren't we all? I'm always struggling, dude. This is life in the 40s. That's always a struggle. Nice. Nice, Booster. But I'm super happy. Like, Rob, if you're still in the chat, man, Rob bought. If you're just getting in the chat right now, like, we're going on just about 2 hours, so I'm gonna end it here because it's just about to get dark, and I need to go figure out what I'm gonna do for tonight's dinner because I am by myself tonight, and girlfriend's gone for the weekend, so it's like full on drone camps and RC this weekend. I'm gonna hopefully fly tomorrow. It's too foggy this morning. But I'm crazy happy that that this one sold. I'm sad at the same time because this is one of my favorites, and I was actually going to keep this for myself. So that's sometimes, like, if I like something, I'll price it a little bit higher. Like, I was going to put it up for 500 because I didn't want to sell it. I kind of didn't, but for the sole purpose of like putting one up that's just badass, I put that one up. Like, sacrificial F6X. Like, go back and watch the review on that one. I mean, this thing, it flies so nice. It flies really nice. Absolutely, Doug. I tell you what. I tell you what. For the record, for the record, on my channel, if you look at drone camps, go look at the website. It is like my original logo was inspired by World War II. It was a World War II propeller, and from a P-51 Mustang that I sort of created art of from another photo of a propeller, four blade prop, a classic World War II four blade prop. Like I am like a super liberal guy, but at the same time, like just as patriotic, if not more than some people, than a lot of people. I mean, I fucking love it. I love it here. I love the country and what we're all about. And I want to see it do better. I want to see it survive and thrive. And no matter what side you're on, like doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're not like a super extreme nut job, I'm with you because I'm an American, and so are you. I mean, we're fucking brothers in arms. So that's why I always say, DC Army strong because we're stronger together, right? DJI Phantom 2. Man, you want to check that out on eBay. Look for those on eBay. You're welcome, Cliff. Man, if Rob let me fly that thing later, I would be stoked. Come to Oregon, Rob, and come out to the church, and we'll do some flying. But amen for that, bro. I'm going to say rest in peace, Brian Boudreau from Houma, Louisiana. He was a true man he was a son of liberty. He believed in God, and he was just as crazy as all of us. He was one of the boys. He was awesome. A true Cajun, family man, all this. I mean, I could talk about Brian all night. Like I say, rest in peace to him, and good luck to all you guys out there this weekend flying. If you're flying something, comment on this video. Let me know what you're flying this weekend. I'm always interested to hear what you guys are flying. Oh, Doug, you got the DC shirt. That's right. Morton, Morton. At least he didn't call me a libtard, Morton. The reason that I'm a liberal is because I went to art school, bro. I went to like an international school with international folks, and I won't get too much into that because when we start getting all political on the channel, we can stay mildly political. We just respect everybody here. Like I've helped my country the best I could. I've supplied our guys with drones to keep them safe in Afghanistan and Iraq. So I'm down. I'm down for my boys. None of those drones ever went to the other side. And they tried. They messaged me on Facebook, man, I want to buy a drone. I said, where are you located, man? You look like you might be Middle Eastern. Yeah, I'm in Baghdad. No, you know what? I didn't even respond to the person that was from Baghdad. Some dude tried to message me on Facebook, wanted to buy a drone during some of the conflicts. One of my good friends was in Fallujah. I was like, there's a drone. But my friend that was in Fallujah was also went back to Iraq later because he was having a hard time figuring out how to be a civilian, so he went back into Blackwater. And he was like, yeah, good thing you didn't message him back. I'm like, of course, man. They're watching. These guys are watching that. These guys are watching that chat. They created this fucking internet. If you think they're not watching, you're crazy. Caesar asked when I'm going to do the drawing for the Mavic. I'm also giving away that #1 Drone Camp's Friends NFT collectible with that Mavic. So I'm going to transfer that to the winner, and then I'm going to ship him the drone for free. As long as you're in the U.S., keep commenting on that video if you want. Don't spam it, but every comment counts as an entry. And as long as I don't see you posting, hey, you won the drone, call my WhatsApp number and give me some payment for shipping, you'll be entered. Everybody should call that guy on WhatsApp, by the way, and just leave him on speakerphone and mess with him. We're going to get that guy's IP. We're going to find out where the guy is, and then we're going to send the cops to his door. But internet crime is not cool. But he's going after all of the... for some reason, he's on all the popular drone channels. I don't know why that dude has like a boner for the drone channels. I don't get it. But somebody's gonna figure out who he is, unless he's super careful. But the government, if they decide they want to find out who he is, I don't think he's created quite enough crime to get them after him yet. But if he has a history of it, they're probably already watching him. So they'll get him when they decide to. It's the giveaway video, Morton. If you look back in the content feed, you'll see that giveaway. DJI Mavic Mini. There's a picture of it. Free drone. Yeah, man, go back and watch the other part of this podcast. Just put, podcasts are cool. Just put it on while you're driving or something. You can listen to the live chat. It's kind of nice. Podcasts are nice. If you're interested in a certain subject, I put them on all the time. Like I do a lot of cooking, so I put like culinary podcasts on. Whatever you're into, just let it play. I even listen to them in the shower. But I take military showers, so I'm like 3-minute shower out. But I got no hair, so. Who we talking? We talk about everybody. Talk about all them peoples. Nice, Paul. Nice to see you lived here. Pretty sweet place. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Rob, I got to say, like, thank you so much. Like, respect to you, Rob, for supporting a new project. It's a new project, but as long as it seems like it's like an okay thing to do and you guys find value in it, like I'll keep putting the collector cards out there, and we'll see how many we make. But they're only going to be one of each. So I'm not going to be like Upper Deck where I'm printing like, 10 Ken Griffey Jr. rookies at a time. So you can comment on the video a handful of times, 4 or 5 times if you want. But if you go past 4 or 5 times, then you're spamming me. And I will ban you from the channel. So don't get banned from the channel. Oh, Radio Master. Why did Radio Master have to drop in right at the end of my stream? Thank you, Radio Master, for this beautiful LED display I got in the background here with drone camps and Radio Master on there. And also the Gold Award, the Appreciation Award that you sent us. That was awesome. Me and my girlfriend really got excited when we opened that up. So that is really saying a lot. Like friends of mine that have been in RC for a long time were like impressed by that. So yeah, I mean, you might be buttering up the reviewers. Am I gonna like the Radio Master brand any more than the next radio brand, we'll have to see what you release next. So I always do honest reviews. If there's something like faulty with a radio release or whatever, we're gonna talk about it as reviewers. Oh, that's okay. I didn't mind that it came in after the other um, after the other reviewers had shown theirs. I'm totally fine with that because this looks like it took a lot of time to create this. They manufactured this. This thing is super cool, and you guys are my fans on the channel, so check this out. Isn't that cool? I mean, what if that said your name on there? That's pretty damn cool. I mean, I don't care who you are. Even the back of it is like metallic. That's freaking cool. Come on. This camera's like backwards, so I'm having a hard time figuring out which freaking way it goes. I mean, that is freaking cool. I mean, Jumper RC, if you guys want to send me one too, I'll take one. iFlight, whoever. But Radio Master is the first company that has acknowledged the reviewers in all of my years, 8 years of reviewing. DJI should have sent me one of these, because I was like the top tutorial guy for DJI for many years. I was a household name in the DJI community. Damn it. I didn't get nothing from DJI. They didn't even send me a damn t-shirt. Radio Master sent me a freaking light up LED sign with my YouTube channel name on it. Come on. That's awesome. But I'll still be honest about your reviews. Can't butter me up too much. Maybe if you start sending me a Bitcoin or two. Just kidding. Dude, okay. Can I be honest about Radio Master? While you guys are all in the room, let's be honest with Radio Master, okay? Owen, if you're watching, this guy is smart. His marketing is smart. The way he came into the community was smart. He came in at a deal on a radio, but provided a deal on a radio, but also provided quality. And then follow up with support with OpenTX and being on board with ELRS as well, being involved with that project. So they're one of the companies that are in our industry right now, like others that I've already named in this podcast. But they're one of those companies that have pushed the bar up and raised the bar for quality and economy. If you're on a budget, grab a Radio Master TX12. That's the budget radio I always tell people to grab. Now you can get the Zorro. For under $100, you can get a Zorro. Get the ELRS one for $100, and you're good. So they're doing very well. Radio Master is probably one of the most innovative companies of 2021 and early 2022. And I'll have to tell you, Radio Master, if you're still listening, I do have the Commando from iFlight RC. iFlight RC is not typically a radio company, but they, like everybody else, decide to jump on the bandwagon. And we got to make our own game style controller because everyone did. And even companies that were really small companies made game style controllers. And that's fine. We'll see what the Commando does in comparison to the Zorro. Yeah, TX12 FTW, absolutely. I gave mine away. So absolutely, a lot of things happening this week, and I will absolutely be creating number 4 collector card, NFT collector card, but I'm going to put the rest of these drones in the store before I create number 4 and launch that. When we drop number 4, you'll know first in the Discord. So if you guys go find me on Discord. I might have posted a link a while back. Drone Camps RC in Discord. Find the FPV community chat in Discord and log in there, and we'll be in there 24 hours a day all the time. I go back and message guys there. So Discord is now online 24/7. Join my TikTok as well. Please go on TikTok and follow me. That will freaking make my day. 'Cause I want to get above 1,000 followers so that I can do live streams in TikTok, and then I'll be able to start doing short live streams in TikTok. And follow me on Instagram as well, because we're trying to boost that up past 5,000. Right now, I'm like cooking along in Instagram pretty good, because I've been doing a lot of posts lately, and with the NFT things, doing really well. So first 2 NFTs in the world that are drone NFTs sold this week. We made internet history on the channel. That's something to be proud of, you guys, and you guys are a part of that. So hit me up on Discord, and guys, you guys take care, and let me know what you're flying. Make a comment on this video down below, and I will see you on the next one, guys.